Hello guys and welcome back to Faithful Guide YT. सो आज है मेरी कॉलेज में नहीं है हम लोगों का इंटर कॉलेज कॉम्पिटिशन एज द केस का जो कि होने वाला है खारगढ़ कॉलेज में, दैट इज़ भारती विद्यापीठ। तो अभी हम लोग ऑन द वे, मैं अभी कुर्ला स्टेशन पे हूँ। आई टेक द ट्रेन ऑफ पनवेल एंड देन विल गेट बैक टू खारगढ़। लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस नेक्स्ट। बेसिकली मेरे खुराफाती दिमाग में ये चल रहा था कि मुझे ये व्लॉग शूट करनी चाहिए या नहीं। फिर मैंने एंड में डिसाइड कर लिया कि चलो शूट कर लेते। और सीरियसली ये ट्रेन में ट्रैवल करने के बाद इतनी गर्दी में ये तो रियलाइज़ हो गया कि मुंबई में हॉस्टलर्स को भरे पड़े सीरियसली। एंड में नहीं करते हुए हम खारगढ़ स्टेशन पहुंच के वहाँ से ऑटो किए और फिर व्यू का मतलब नवी मुंबई ये तो है कि ग्रीनरी से भरी पड़ी है। और हम लोग मिल चुके थे, मेरी टीममेट अनीशा और मैं ऑटो करके चल पड़े थे कॉलेज की तरफ, भारतीय विद्यापीठ की तरफ। एंड फाइनली वी रीच द कॉलेज। और ये है भारतीय विद्यापीठ कॉलेज, इसका कैंपस लाइक चुम्मेश्वरी कैंपस वॉज ऑसम। एंड ये कॉलेज A++ NAC ग्रेडेड है। एंड आगे देखो होता क्या है। देन वी वेंट अपस्टेयर्स। हम लोगों को पावर पोडियम जाना था जहाँ पर हमारा इवेंट इनॉग्रेशन और ऑलरेडी चालू हो चुका था, जहाँ पर एडवर्टाइजमेंट और प्रमोशंस एंड डिफरेंट कॉलेज के पार्टिसिपेंट्स ऑलरेडी आ चुके थे। एंड हम लोग ने नए फ्रेंड्स भी बनाए। और हमारे भी कॉलेज के ऑलरेडी ओरिएंटल कॉलेज ऑफ लॉ के स्टूडेंट्स थे। लाइक हमारे कॉलेज के ऑलमोस्ट 5 पार्टिसिपेंट्स तो आराम से थे जिन लोगों ने इस एज द केस कंपटीशन में पार्टिसिपेट किया था। ये मेरी टीम है, दिशा, अनीशा और मैं। और ये थे सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स, वॉलंटियर्स पूरे कॉलेज के। ये पूरा ऑडिटोरियम था कॉलेज का। एंड यस, सो गाइस हम लोग पहुंच चुके हैं एंड नाउ वी आर प्रिपेयरिंग आवर बेस्ट टू गिव आवर बेस्ट। सो लेट्स होप द बेस्ट एंड लेट्स crack this competition. It's starting guys, it's starting. Bye bye. I got it. The vlog is still going on but the people is still unaware about the is the case कि ये competition exactly है क्या. So it's basically a team work जहाँ पे हमें एक particular case दिया गया था and we were like about to study the case and हम लोगों के एक PPT form में उस case को present करना है। और इनाग्रेशन चालू हो चुका था जिसमें हम लोग को ब्रीफिंग की जा रही थी अबाउट द एज द केस, जिसमें हम लोगों को इतना तो समझ आ गया था कि इसकी जजिंग क्राइटेरिया बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्ट्रिक्ट थी। लाइक इतनी भी स्ट्रिक्ट नहीं थी। हम लोगों को बस हमारी पीपीटी को बहुत अच्छे से कंप्लीट करना था विद इन 7 मिनट। हम लोगों को उस केस के बैकग्राउंड के बारे में बता रहे हैं, उसके कंक्लूजन के बारे में बताना है कि उसका इम्पैक्ट हम किस तरीके से ला सकते हैं। तो हम लोगों ने भी एक पर्टिकुलर पीपीटी तैयार किया था हमारे केस के बारे में, जो कि हमारा केस था कुछ रिलेटेड ट्रांसपेरेंसी लॉज अबाउट द जेंडर वेज गैप। सो इसमें हमारी टीम ने काम किया था इसके ऊपर विद इन पीपीटी, जिसमें हम लोगों ने हमारी प्रेजेंटेशन प्रिपेयर किया था। यहाँ पर सर हमें एड्रेस कर रहे थे हाउ वी कैन प्रेजेंट आवर पीपीटी, और हमने इस चीज़ पे गौर करने के साथ साथ इस पे काम भी किया ऑन द स्पॉट। एंड येस, हम लोगों को 7 मिनट्स मिला था टू प्रेजेंट द पीपीटी, टू गिव द एक्सप्लेनेशन अबाउट दैट। एंड देन जजिंग क्राइटेरिया था 10 मिनट्स का, जिसमें दूसरे पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने भी अपना जजिंग क्राइटेरिया बताया था और उन लोगों ने भी अपना मतलब क्वेश्चनर सब बताया था कि क्या है क्या नहीं। फाइनली नाउ इट वाज माय टर्न. After watching other participants, it was my turn, and my team was very nervous because I was the speaker one. I was about to start the presentation, so I was a little bit nervous, not nervous but like would I be able to give a better competition. And here I go. Let's start. I have the full presentation. Watch it guys. Good morning, respected judges and all my dear friends present here. So today our topic is, can transparency laws fix the gender wage gap? So before, just imagine
Okay, there are two teachers in one college, same experience, same qualification, same number of lectures. Okay, but then you see the salary of a male teacher is more than the female teacher. Why? Because there is a gender wage gap between male and female. Next. So this investigation was done by Michael Baker and the team. Was the secrecy pay where people and employers were told to keep the salaries secret. They are not supposed to interrogate with other employees and ask other employees to tell how many salaries you are paid. Next slide. So this is the secrecy policy which is like embarked in most of the corporate and litigations and most of the firm where employees are not allowed to discuss their salaries to other people. So we see the persistence of disparity, the cultural secrecy and the historical benchmark. In history, in 1970s, the Canada have checked that people were 15% was high public university faculty. Next slide. So we will discuss a small case law about Lilly Ledbetter, where Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act was released. She got an anonymous letter where she's been told when she was working as an employee, there was no people were discussed about the salary, and she got to know that she was paid less among the male workers. So she filed a complaint to the Supreme Court, and then they fined the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act 2009. So now I hand it over my colleague Disha Mhatre for the rest slide.
Thank you. To see transparency really work, we look at the Canadian natural experiment. Change the slide. Canada enacted a law requiring public sectors to publish the salaries, but there is certain criteria which is $15,000 to $1,25,000. Also, they subject to university faculty because there is clear rank and clear easy to measure the salary between men and women. Then they use method called difference in difference, which is basically comparison between the two groups. We have one group which is treated group, means there is visible salary, and there is untreated group which is hidden salary. Then we will see the graph at start. Before law 1996, the wage gap is between 6 to 7%. Then after the law enacted, the wage gap is reduced to 2%. But over 20 years, there is 30% reduction in the wage gap. The 2% is just smaller, but it is huge difference in wage gap till 2017.
This reduction doesn't happen automatically, but it happens because universities reviewed salary data, adjustment entries were made, and women's salaries were corrected upward. And the biggest impact was seen in the universities with the strong unions. Why? Because the universities have the data. But data without an action is powerless. So transparency needs policies, institutions, and enforcement policies. Next. Okay. Next, the biggest lesson from the study is transparency is not alone enough. It needs transparency plus infrastructure is equal to equality. Salary disclosure creates pressure, but it also normalizes fairness and it changes mindsets. So even the organizations are not legally enforced to disclose the salaries, but they must start reduce the wage gap between the employees. Next slide. Okay, last. So now I would like to conclude our representation over here with a few words. So what does this mean for the world and for the India? The solution is mandate salary transparency, build review committees, and also build review committees and infrastructure as well, plus encourage collective bargaining and also to achieve equity. Lastly, this does not fix the numbers, but it changes the mindsets. It changes the mindsets, norms, and it begins with the justice. Before ending with the presentation, the last thought for the presentation is when the salaries are hidden, inequality survives. But when the salaries are hidden, inequality survives. When the salaries are visible, justice begins. Thank you.
Here we ended our presentation and now Q&A panel is about to start where judges will going to ask us relatable questions related to our presentation and PPT.
But presentation was good. For all the people, it's important to do a lot of role plays. I hope you must have done that. It's okay to be fumbled. My question is, when you do this last conclusion, which are the stakeholders, according to you, should be participating in recalibrating this kind of policy? Which are the stakeholders you have identified when you're doing the research?
So like Equal Remuneration Act 1976. But in today's world as well, we have been seen in India approx 27 to 34 of the less average. That men's salaries are men's salaries are higher than the women, and mostly it happens in the corporate sites, like urban sites, wage gap, the daily wages, in the construction site as well, and in labor as well.
Okay, my question was about the policymaker stakeholders. Which are the policymakers you think you want to get them involved to make changes of the case which you have seen right now?
The researchers, mainly the researcher who will going to research about it. If we want to bring change about this policy, first we need to research it in a proper way, and we need to find the way about which policy, like we are not aware properly the policy about the policy, but after we complete the conclusion about this research, we can forward it to the policy, like in which it can be included.
We were expecting that answer. Yeah, that answer.
Policies was like.
So there is also, they have enacted one act, equal remuneration, but still the changes have been not seen in India as well.
Historical background is also less.
Have you researched whether this is sectorial? Because is it general statement which you are making? Does it apply in government?
No, it is not applied in government, but in some sectors, like in state level, not in country level, but in state level, it is not visible, like it is applied or not. In government. Like in government sectors, if we see during parliaments, Lok Sabha and those part, this thing is not applied there. Like gender wage gap is not there. But if we see in state level areas, it is
You mean to say the private companies?
Yeah, private ones, yeah.
Which year are you from?
I'm not third year.
Yeah, from fourth year.
Okay. So my question to you is, good presentation. The presentation particularly per se is excellent. It is not text heavy. It is proper. So whatever we have seen till now, this was a good one. Does salary secrecy, which the case is, does it work? Do people keep the salaries secret?
People do in corporate sectors, but not usually. Like
So does it work?
No, we can.
How do you check if it is worked or not?
after doing research, like in Canada, they research in several universities and colleges, and they got to know about the secrecy pay. But if we going to research in India, we can find out.
So did you find out?
Yeah, in Bangalore, there's a college where the secrecy pay policy is there. Also, in hospital in Delhi and college in Pune.
How about your college?
How obviously.
No. In your college, does it work there? In your law college, you're from Oriental College, isn't it?
No.
You checked with the
Yeah.
professors?
Yeah.
So everybody knows?
We did research in our college.
with our professors.
So how much is the difference, the gap of salary in India?
5% to 10%.
In Canada it is 15%, you said 15%.
Yes, in Canada in 1970s to 2017 it was 15%, but after that it was like decreased in 6% to 7% now, and in India it's still there with 10%.
You said 5%, now it is in,
2017.
okay, now it is?
Now it is 10%.
So I have one suggestion for you, because you did a good presentation. Your conclusion should be concise when you are giving, and when you are talking to us, you can't be looking at the ceiling. Okay, you'll have to look at the audience, if not us, the people who are watching. Okay, otherwise we're thinking that you are thinking and your, the presentation goes haywire. So keep that in mind for all other people also. But your conclusion, we were trying to make out what you're trying to say. So what was the conclusion? It should be there, it should not be there, and if the policy has to be implemented, did you make one report or some write-up or some white paper that, okay, I will give this conclusion or white paper to the Legislative Assembly and try to get it. So do you think that you are now in the 4th year, you can give that write-up? Have you written any write-up on this after this case study?
Yes.
You did? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Legal eagles and strategic acers. Please be ready.
यस गाइस, लीगल ईगल्स वर कॉल्ड, बट यस आप लोगों को तो ऐसा लग रहा रहेगा कि रिज़ल्ट्स में क्या आया. तो रिज़ल्ट्स जानने के लिए आप लोगों को मेरे इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल फेथफुल गाइड YT पे जाना पड़ेगा, या तो फिर आप लिंक्डइन पे भी देख सकते हैं कि रिज़ल्ट्स क्या आया. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस आई वांट टू लेट यू गाइज नो दैट कि every Saturday I will going to post a vlog related to my educational journey or related to any news or recent knowledge I can give you guys. So here sir was appreciating us about our presentation, and they were like telling me कि everything was so smooth and everything was so nice, and yes, it was over.
So guys, कंपटीशन हो चुका है खत्म. हम लोग जा रहे हैं घर. क्लिप्स मैंने ऐड कर दी रहूँगी, आप लोग ने देख लिए रहोगे. चलो हाँ, ये कैंपस
इधर से आउट किधर से?
बाहर इधर है क्या कॉलेज है? अच्छी कॉलेज है मनीषा, अच्छी कॉलेज है. क्या करते हैं, एडमिशन का ट्रांसफ़र कर लेते हैं, बट यहाँ पे लॉ नहीं होगा आई गेस. गाइस
तो हमें ये
क्या मिला है? हैम्पर्स मिले हैं.
ब्रांडेड बैग है इसमें.
सो गाइज़, ऑल ओवर एक्सपीरियंस वॉज वेरी ग्रेट. एंड इज़ द केस का जो भी हमारे कॉम्पिटिटर्स थे, बहुत ही अच्छे कॉम्पिटिटर्स थे. यूजुअली वी वर लाइक, हम लोगों को बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला है. एंड एवरीथिंग वॉज सो ब्रिलियंट, सो नाइस. सो दिस इज़ द कॉलेज, दिस इज़ द होल कैंपस, एंड वी लव्ड being part of this is the case inter-collegiate competition. आई होप गाइस आप लोग को ये व्लॉग अच्छी लगी रहेगी, और अगर अच्छी लगी रहेगी तो और शेयर और कमेंट और जो कुछ भी करो. इससे साबित होता है कि हम लोग कितना थक चुके हैं. हम लोग घर जा रहे हैं, अब घर जा रहे हैं. गाइस लाइक करो, सब्सक्राइब करो, और अगले व्लॉग के लिए बने रहो.
नेक्स्ट व्लॉग बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला है.